Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Growth Mastery, and in today's topic I'm gonna be talking about what are the certain things that men find attractive in women, and when women do these things, obviously in relationships, the men are always highly attracted to them. So these are certain things that raise the attraction level in men for their women. And the most important thing for women to understand, that men want women to be, are so to say, their women to be loyal and dependable and trustworthy. That is the number one criteria. I've mentioned this in the past as well. This is highly appreciated by men. Men want their women to be loyal, trustworthy, and dependable. This is very, very understandable. Very, very important for men. And women should really understand that. Obviously, I know that women also appreciates loyalty and is one of the number one thing for them in men in their list as well. But for men, it is inherited in them, and they look for this quality in the current era and a very, very high level, especially with everything being going around with online dating and all the mess that is caused by the media. You can have access to so many different options and so many different materials on your fingertips. So this is very, very important, girls, that men appreciate that very, very, and put this on very high on the list of their priorities, so to say, of expectation from their woman. The second thing that you need to understand is that men are visual creatures. So men appreciate that their women are constantly, for instance, enchanting them, are showing affection in a way that they are exercising regularly, are eating healthy to keep their men attracted to them, because men by nature are visual creatures. They feel attracted to beautiful things, or feminine energy, so to say, very, very easily. So you have to always keep your men engaged and obviously enchanted by keeping care of yourself, or taking care of yourself on consistent basis. There is a survey where it says that 75% of Americans are obese. I mean, there is no reason why the 65% of marriages are ending up in divorce, for instance. Obviously, majority of the time females are asking for divorce because men become complacent. They don't fall, or they don't feel, for instance, in love with their woman, so they do not put their feet, or they do not put effort in the relationship the way they were keeping, or putting effort to keep the relationship alive in the start. So over time, when the woman stop taking care of herself, the men obviously also become complacent, and they also stop taking care of themselves, and they become like a boring couple, and that obviously does not end up well. Woman doesn't feel that she can trust the masculine strength of her man, and over time she loses respect for the man as the man turns beta over time. So you should always consider taking care of your health as well as what you eat, and on consistent basis being showing, trying to engage your partner, or enchanting your male partner, so to say. This is very, very important. The third thing that is also very important for guy is that woman is an easygoing, and she's communicative and expressive. Feminine energy goes through increases through praise, for instance. So for instance, if you are not revealing your flaws or whatever makes you happy, over time your man would not be able to, for instance, appreciate whatever you have to say, or you won't be able to get all the validation that you are getting from your man if you're not expressing yourself well, or if you go silent, for instance, on the things that makes you sad or makes you happy. So you have to be very easygoing, communicative, and expressive. When a woman over time falls in love, obviously women fall in love slowly, as well as they fall off love slowly. This is a true scientifically proven phenomena. Over time, as the women fall in love, they need more and more affection and attention from their man, and as this happens, if she's getting all the appreciation from her man, over time this makes her more communicative, more expressive, and then she obviously gets all the validation that she is expecting from her man, if she's getting those validation on consistent basis, then the relationship will be easy going and easy, over time it will be strengthening. So good relationship always strengthen over time. Remember that, girls. Over time good relationship gets stronger and stronger. If they were meant to be, over time they just keep on enhancing, and you need to understand that. So as long as you are taking care of yourself, you are easygoing, communicative, expressive, as well as loyal and trustworthy. Very important that this, you need to understand, this is very important for men. If you are doing this on consistent basis, your relationship will be easygoing, and your man will be able to take care of you, nurture you, protect you, take care of his business, take care of you, and whatever you guys have planned for the future are in the present, he will be there. He will be giving you his presence, and you will feel loved, appreciated, and understood. So these things are important to take notice of, because no man wants a woman who is a pain, so to say, an asshole or a pain in the butt when he comes home and she's bitchy or a drama queen. Nobody wants to keep up with that bullshit for the long term, especially if you have a real man in life. Remember that a true alpha male will not keep up with your bullshit for the long term. If he is doing that, he is not a true man. Men who have a mission and purpose in life do not have time to keep up with the woman that is a pain in the butt, or a constant pain in the butt, so to say, an asshole who always gets away with what she wants. A true man does not keep up with that bullshit. If he does, he's not a true man, and he will, just like you deep down know, when you are in trouble or you are in pain or something's hits the bottom, or you guys come across a certain situation where he needs to stand up as a man, he will not do that. So you need to understand and really realize that you have a true alpha man in your life, because every woman fall for an alpha male. So if you feel like you are not totally in love, you are not feeling protected, comfortable, safe with everything that is happening in your life, and you are not able to share that with easy comfort in everything that is happening with your family, for instance, or friends, for instance, you are not easily expressing that, you need to consider that whether you have an issue in yourself because you are not communicative enough, you are not easy to get along with, or whether the man in your life, for instance, has shown on constant basis that you cannot trust him in those things. So if it is the case, you need to be able to express yourself to him, and you need to communicate in a way that is not a relationship example or references, but rather a direct example. Men are like dogs, they need a direct command. They do not appreciate or understand, so to say, the relationship example or the references, for instance, that women do. Women expect men to understand everything, but men are not like that. Men are direct, they are logical, they do not understand the emotional example, so to say, which women communicate, and then she later feels like, yeah, I've been telling you this all along. So this is not how men operate. Men are like dogs, communicate in an easygoing and expressive manner, and in a dog way command. For instance, if something bothered you, if he didn't kiss you when he was leaving for work, for instance, he didn't appreciate something, in the evening, don't go stonewall yourself or be silent, but rather in a loving manner express yourself. I would have appreciated if you would have kissed me in the morning, goodbye, something like that, because that bothered me, that hurt me, told me that you don't love me enough, something like that. So be very expressive, be very easygoing, and always be loyal. This is very important, girls. Loyalty is the number one priority for men. If there is any hint that a man can get that you are not being loyal, he will go silent. This is very, very true. A very great example of that is the recent James Bond movie. So when James Bond, for instance, gets the idea that the woman in his life is not being true to him, he becomes silent. He creates a wall around himself in that car scene in the beginning. This is a very, very good example, and whoever has written this is done a great job of that. So you need to understand this is how real men operate. They isolate themselves. Men go to their man cave when they don't feel, for instance, being treated well or being treated with trustworthiness or dependency or loyalty. So I hope this video was of value to you. If it was, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video.